Good evening and welcome to the State of Business on our television. I'm Shavika Samarasinghe. Let's have a look at the headlines. Merchandise export decreases in January 2023. Government sets deadline on welfare survey. News in detail. Sri Lanka's merchandise exports decreased 8.98% to $1,001.9 million in January 2023 compared to January 2022. This is as per the data released by the Sri Lanka Customs. However, it is a 6.97% increase when compared to January 2021. Year on year, in January 2023, export earnings from tea, 12% of merchandise exports, increased 9.14% to $99.56 million. Electrical and electronics components increased 6.44% to $38.18 million. Apparel and textile have decreased 17.74% to $423.13 million. Rubber and rubber finished products have decreased 12.89% to $75.89 million. Kernel products, fiber products and shell products decreased by 32.38%, 28.67% and 24.34% respectively. Coconut oil, desiccated coconut, coconut milk powder, coconut cream and liquid coconut milk decreased 30.76%, 46.51%, 44.86%, 45.55% and 27.57% respectively. Cocoa peat, fiber pith and molded products decreased 30.58% to $10.49 million. Seafood decreased 13.15% to $20.94 million. However, ornamental fish increased 23.6% to $2.2 million. Spices and essential oils decreased 1.43% to $34.48 million due to the poor performance in cinnamon and pepper. Except the UAE, other markets out of the top 15 export markets recorded negative performance. Exports to the United States of America decreased 13.71% to $254.78 million. Exports to the United Kingdom declined 4.61% to $77.42 million. The better performance of the United Arab Emirates was led by increases in exports of petroleum oils. Exports to free trade agreement partners decreased 0.2% to $74.52 million. Exports to India and Pakistan decreased 2.98% and 42.49% to $69.58 and $4.94 million respectively. Exports to the European Union decreased 18.04% to $202.23 million. State Minister of Investment Promotion Dilum Amunagama recently appointed country representatives to 6 countries in a bid to disseminate actual facts about Sri Lanka. The representatives will target potential investors and promote the country as the premier destination for investment. The country representatives, who are well-experienced personnel in diverse sectors, will represent Sri Lanka in countries such as India, Malaysia, UAE, Republic of Korea, Qatar and the United Kingdom. Addressing the event, the State Minister expressed it is evident that the country's image has been tarnished by erroneous information circulated in foreign media, which is detrimental to economic recovery. Due to their proximity to potential investors and knowledge of economic and political conditions, these officials can provide these investors with accurate information to make informed investment decisions concerning Sri Lanka. Given the international competitiveness to attract foreign direct investment, nation branding has come to the fore. Sri Lanka's strong suit is its strategic location and business-friendly atmosphere. In this context, it is imperative to focus on promoting Sri Lanka as the best destination in the Asian region. As such, the newly appointed representatives would be ideal for carrying positive stories about Sri Lanka, thereby driving more investment toward the nation. These officials will monitor the conditions of respective countries and maintain a cordial and direct dialogue with the Board of Investment of Sri Lanka. Secretary to the Ministry of Investment Promotion M.M. Nayomideen and BOI Director General Renuka M. Veerakoon participated in the occasion. The ongoing information survey aimed at identifying eligible individuals for the Welfare Benefits Payment Program will conclude on the 31st of March. This is according to the Welfare Benefits Board. The Welfare Benefits Board cautions that failing to provide data before the deadline could result in loss of benefits. They urge all applicants to ensure the accuracy and timeliness of their data by promptly providing it to field officers conducting the information survey for the Welfare Benefit Payment Program. The implementation of this program will align with the amended Welfare Benefit Payment Orders No. 1 of 2022 as per the provisions of the Welfare Benefits Act No. 24 of 2002. The Cabinet of Ministers approved this amendment, which was published in the Special Gazette No. 2302/23 dated 20th of October 2022 as per the Special Gazette No. 2310/30 dated 15th of December 2022. The application process to identify eligible candidates for welfare benefit payments has concluded with a total of 3,728,139 applications received. However, only 102,143 applicants have provided accurate data so far. To collect data for the information survey and identify eligible beneficiaries, a total of 6,728 officers have been deployed across all divisional secretariats in the island. This process includes 3,190 development officers, 494 economic development officers, 205 village officers, 1,127 other officers, and 1,712 temporary recruits. To ensure eligibility for the program, applicants must provide accurate information and verify their identity with a national identity card, electoral register registration number, or a letter issued by the divisional secretary. Additionally, clinic and medical records of kidney patients and disabled persons, as well as water and electricity bills, may also be submitted as supporting documents for the Welfare Benefit Payment Program application. Once the data acquisition process is complete, a QR code will be provided to every household, which can be used to monitor the summary of the data provided. Stay tuned. We will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. As proposed in the Information and Cybersecurity Strategy of Sri Lanka 2019 to 2023, the Cybersecurity Bill will be submitted to Parliament this year. This was recently stated by State Minister for Technology, Kanaka Herath. State Minister Herath pointed out that this act leads to the establishment of the Cybersecurity Regulatory Authority. This protects critical national information infrastructure and helps to mitigate the risk of maliciously misusing the digital systems for various cyber threats. Herath expressed his views while attending a workshop on Sri Lanka's next cybersecurity strategy, which was jointly organized by the Sri Lanka Computer Emergency Response Team and the World Bank. Over 100 personnel representing the IT sector, including officials attached to ministries, departments, and government organizations, were in attendance. The State Minister further explained that along with the development of the IT sector in the country, the government has paid special attention to the aspects related to cybersecurity. State Minister Herath, appreciating the technical and expert advisory support extended by the World Bank, stated that this effort is extremely important given that Sri Lanka is embarking on its digital transformation. The government has already taken steps to protect citizens' privacy from the adverse effects that may arise from digitization. Accordingly, the Data Protection Act, which regulates the possession of personal data, was approved by Parliament last year. The State Minister expressed that from 2024 March onwards, all payments and charges of government organizations are planned to be implemented only via digital electronic payment facilities. World Bank Country Manager Cheo Kanda pointed out that the World Bank has been continuously working for the development of Sri Lanka for nearly 70 years and will continue to provide this support in the future as well. She stressed that in the current context, cyber attacks are growing, particularly from 2021 to 2022. Cyber attacks have increased by 38% globally. Foreign Minister Ali Sabri recently met Dr. Peter Ramsauer, member of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the German Parliament, who is in charge of bilateral relations with Sri Lanka. Discussions with the German delegation centered around further expanding cordial relations that exist between the two countries. This comes in the context of the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Sri Lanka and Germany being commemorated this year. Minister Sabri highlighted that significant contribution to the economy through the expansion of vocational training provided by the German technical training institutes located across the country. He did so while appreciating Germany's long-standing development cooperation partnership with Sri Lanka. Foreign Minister welcomed the close collaboration between the two countries on several projects and reviewed progress on the Helmut Kohl Maternity Hospital in Galle. The two sides discussed avenues for expanding cooperation in trade and investment, tourism and parliamentary affairs. The Foreign Minister briefed the German side on current political developments in the country, including on measures taken to restore peace and stability, discussions with the IMF, and progress on debt restructuring. Dr. Ramsauer was accompanied by the Ambassador of Germany, Holger Schubert, and former Member of Parliament and current Honorary Consul for Sri Lanka in Munich, Dagmar Wall. Senior officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs were also present at the meeting. During the visit, Dr. Ramsauer also paid a courtesy call to President Ranil Wickremesinghe. The visiting envoy and the delegation also met the State Minister of Foreign Affairs, Taraka Balsurya. President Ranil Wickremesinghe emphasized that the only way to bring about change of government is through a parliamentary election and not through street protests. President Wickremesinghe stated this during the recent commissioning ceremony of the Air Force officer cadets at the Trincomalee Air Force Base.
ආණ්ඩු නැති කරන්නේ වෙනස් කරන්නේ ජනතාව තෝරන පාර්ලිමේන්තුවක්. පාර්ලිමේන්තුවෙන් විතරයි ආණ්ඩුවක් වෙනස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. පාර්ලිමේන්තුවෙන් විතරයි ආණ්ඩු තෝරන්න පුළුවන්. මහපාර පාර්ලිමේන්තුවට විකල්පයක් නෙමෙයි. අපි එහෙනම් මේ ආයතන ආරක්ෂා කරන්න ඕනේ. විශේෂයෙන්ම පාර්ලිමේන්තුව. මම කැමති මේ ත්‍රිවිධ හමුදාව පාර්ලිමේන්තුව ගිය ජූලි මාසේ ආරක්ෂා කිරීම ගැන ඒ අයට විශේෂයෙන් මගේ ස්තුතිය යලිත් ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න. පාර්ලිමේන්තුවක් නැත්නම් රටේට නීති සම්මත කරන්න බලයක් නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපේ රට ආරාජිත වෙන්න පුළුවන්. පාර්ලිමේන්තුව නැති රටවල් ආරාජිත වෙනවා. නැත්නම් ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදය නැති වෙනවා. ඊළඟට අපේ රට ආරක්ෂා කරන්නට නම් අද අපි තවත් ප්‍රශ්නයකට මුහුණ දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි ආර්ථිකය. සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම ආර්ථිකය කඩා වැටුනොත් අපිට රටක් නැහැ. අපි ඒ නිසා විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ ආර්ථිකය ආරක්ෂා කරන්න ඕනේ. මේ දවස් කීපෙදී විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ රටේ ආර්ථිකයට සුබදායක ආරංචි ගෙනෙන්න මම සාකච්ඡා කීපයක්වත් වෙනත් සංවිධානත් සාකච්ඡා පවත්වලා තියෙනවා. මේ ආර්ථිකය නැති වුණොත් අපිට රටක් නැති වෙනවා. එහෙනම් රටේ තියෙන ව්‍යවස්ථාවෙන් ඇති කරපු මූලික ආයතනත් ආර්ථිකයත් ඒ දෙකම ආරක්ෂා කරන්න තියෙනවා.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on mixed notes today.
The all-share price index gained 4.92 points to close at 9,647.86 and the S&P SL20 dropped 17.60 to close at 2,851.54. The turnover was 3.2 billion rupees and over 108 million shares were traded.
Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.
State of Business was sponsored by